France gets new prime minister. Bayrou ousted as French PM just after 9 months in office. President Macron appoints Defense Minister Lecornu as new prime minister. France's new PM tasked with forging consensus on 2026 budget. French President Emmanuel Macron has named his defense minister and close ally Sebastien Lecornu as the new prime minister to resolve a deepening political crisis, as protests loom in the coming days. In choosing Lecornu to replace Francois Bayrou as the 7th premier of his mandate, Macron has plumped for one of his closest allies rather than seeking to broaden the appeal of the government across the political spectrum. French President Emmanuel Macron has tasked Lecornu with immediately try to get the country's fractious political parties to agree on a budget for one of the world's biggest economies. According to reports, Macron has told Lecornu to consult the political forces represented in Parliament with a view to adopting a budget for the nation and making the agreements essential for the decisions of the coming months. In response, Lecornu thanked Macron for his trust and hailed Bayrou for the courage he showed in defending his convictions to the very end. Bayrou, who survived just 9 months in office, submitted his resignation to Macron earlier on September 9 after France's parliament ousted the government in a confidence vote. The French president has in the past been notoriously slow in casting a new prime minister. But this time he has taken less than a day given the risk of financial and political instability. Macron's quick decision to name Lecornu comes ahead of a day of mass disruption planned September 10 by a protest movement called Block Everything that prompted the government to deploy an exceptional 80,000 police to keep order. Drafting a budget will be a top priority for Lecornu, and normally a new prime minister would form the new government before negotiating the national spending in parliament. However, Macron has asked Lecornu to consult with all of the political parties in parliament first to try to agree on a budget before assembling his team. The 2027 presidential election, meanwhile, remains wide open, with analysts predicting the French far right will have its best ever chance of winning. Macron is constitutionally barred from standing for a third term in 2027. The hopes of the 3-time presidential candidate for the far-right National Rally, Marine Le Pen, depend on the outcome of an appeal hearing early next year over her conviction for a European Parliament fake job scam that disqualified her from standing for office.